Welcome to day 26 of my 30-day self-love Pilates challenge. My name is Sharon and today's full body practice, we are going to start cross-legged, so meet me there when you're ready. Finding a comfortable seated position, whether it's legs crossed or they can be a little bit wider, but just start to really ground down into the mat, into the earth. And start to take the hands down by your side. Take a full breath in, relax the shoulders away from the ears. And as you breathe out, becoming a little bit heavier into your mat. One more like this, full breath in. Exhale as you let it go. Planting the left hand down, right hand's going to come up and over. And can you just start to rock or sway while keep planting down the right hip. Feel a nice stretch to the right side body. And just to get really warm before we move. Inhale, hands come through center. We change sides. Exhale, left hand up and over. Keep a soft bend through the right elbow as you take little pulses to open the left side body. Inhale, bring the hands to a little T shape. And then can you interlace the fingertips in front of you, palms to the sky, inhale, eye gaze high. And then as you exhale, can you dome, tuck the chin to the chest, press the hands forward. One more like this, inhale, open. Let the ribs flare, eye gaze to the sky. And then exhale as you dome, tuck the chin to the chest. Release the hands and start to find a bent knee position. So you can face your mat, feet are nice and flat. And can you start to bring the hands in front? Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, start to tuck the chin to the chest as you roll down halfway. Hold. And then slowly press yourself back up, stacking shoulders over the hips. We do this a few more times. Tuck the chin, draw the belly button up and in. And then press yourself back up. For today's full body practice, we will be finding your feet at some point, but we're going to get nice and warm before we do that. So start to feel into these shapes, matching your movement to your breath. Can you keep lengthening the arms while drawing the belly button up and in? And think about the ribs coming a little bit closer towards the hips. So we're trying to create a little C shape through your spine. Let's do two more here, relaxing the shoulders. Last one and hold. Keep everything at your shaky spot. We're going to lift the arms, lower the arms, restack the spine. We do this a few more times. Roll down and hold. Lift, lower, and restack. Keep grounding down into your heels. And all of a sudden, things become a little bit shaky as you lift the arms. Now remember, your class, your practice, and I always will support you. So if you don't lift the arms, don't lift the arms. Doesn't matter. Just find what makes sense for you today, in this moment. Constantly check in with your practice, with your body. One more like this, and we're going to stay low. Just lift the arms, lower the arms. Keep everything else really stable. Ooh, and if the body shakes, the body talks, you know what to do. You just talk right back. Let's go 5, 4, 3, stay with your breath for 2. Now on 1, can the hands come forward and can you pulse for 10? Little reaches towards your morning coffee, matcha, for tonight time, maybe it's your chocolate. This is 3, 2. On 1, come all the way forward, bring the knees out wide and just take a little forward fold. Let the head be really floppy. Take a moment. And come to find your 4-point kneel. So cross the ankles over, plant the hands down, plant the knees down under your hips, and untuck the toes. Drop the belly down, eye gaze forward as you breathe in. And take a little shake for the hips if you like. And then breathe out, dome, tuck the chin to the chest. We do this a few more times here. And start to move freely. Adding any complementary shapes that feel really good through the body. You might even like to close down the eyes and just let the body dance. One more here. Drop the belly, eye gaze forward, breathe in. Press away from the earth, don't breathe out. Finding somewhere between the two, so a nice flat back. Can you tuck your tippy toes, keep everything else still, full breath in, and then press away as you breathe out, hover the knees. Lower back down, inhale, and we do this a few more times. Exhale as you lift the knees, hover, inhale back. Now can you think about a straight line from the wrists all the way to the shoulders, while trying to soften the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, draw the belly up and in, lift. Inhale, you lower. Creating a little bit more heat through the core. And let's go 5. This is 4. Final 3. 2, we are holding. On 1, can you hold your hover for 10? 9. Let's go 8. Keep pressing for 7. 6. 5, let it all through. 3, 2, on 1, step back to a high plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Can you lift up to a downward facing dog, pressing the hips to the sky. Now pedal out through the feet, play around with your stance and really ground down into your palms, your finger pads. As you start to find length through the spine, through the backs of the legs, you can say hello through your armpit. Hello. I'm eating my necklace. Sorry, everybody. Let's just do one more breath in and stay for your breath out. Now inhale, can you start to roll forward to find your high plank? Can you hold? We're going to come in with the knees, press back out. So we come in like we will do with the hover and press back out. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. We have 5 more. Things are starting to fire up. This is 4. Keeping the knees under the hips and then press it long. 3. Let's go 2. On 1, hold your hover for a surprise. Can you bring the right knee to the right elbow and back? Left knee, left elbow and back. Keep alternating as you keep drawing the belly button up and in, and shoulder blades to the sky. Whew. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Keep the knees bent and then press the hips to the sky, pedaling out through the feet. Oh, that big breath was needed. Can you start to walk your feet, keeping the knees bent, all the way towards your hands. As many little steps as it takes. And creating a little shelf for your belly as you keep a really deep bend through the knees. Opposite hand to elbow as you just take a rock, a little ragdoll here. Decompressing through the spine. And coming back to your space. Perhaps this is the first time of your practice that you've really just embraced stillness. So check in with how you're feeling. Release the hands, and as you breathe out, start to roll through the spine. Letting the hands be really heavy. Restacking shoulders over the hips. Take a full breath in, hands come to the sky. And as you breathe out, can you bring the hands to heart center, a little prayer position. Now we're going to step your right leg back for a lunge. We're going to bend the knees, keep the hands later, and press back up. Bend the knees and press. Now keep pressing into the hands here and think about both your knees bending and extending. Lifting to the back heel. And over time, start to find your range. We're going to be adding on, so this is always your base, remember that. You can stay here, still strong shape. But in 3, we're holding for a little layer. In 2, on 1, can you hold? If you're coming with me, we're twisting to the left. We come back to center and then lengthen the legs. Come down, twist to the left. Back to center, come back up. Give it a go. I always encourage you to try. And then just listen to the body, see how it feels today. If you're happy with the layers, keep it. If you're not, strip it back. Can you think about twisting through the waist, the shoulders? rather than the hips. So you come down, twist, and back. Now let's go 5, 4, final 3. We're staying low in 2. Now on 1, can you stay low, come back to center. This time hands are coming behind your head. You're going to hinge forward, straighten the leg, and then you're going to bend the back leg. So we're going to hinge forward, straighten the right leg, and then come back. So think about the back knee lifting to the sky, and then re-bending to the mat. Keeping your left leg really bent here. Let's go 5. Keep grounding down to the front heel for 4, 3, 2. Now on 1, can you hold for a little surprise? We're going to tap the right toe in and then extend it long. Tap it in, extend it long. If it doesn't feel comfortable, put your hands come behind your head, maybe behind the back, maybe to the hips. Do what feels good here. And can you become really light on the right toes? And let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, surprise on 1, come back to your lunge. I know it's not done just yet, so mean. We're gonna hold. Can you twist right elbow to left knee? Back up. Twist right elbow, left knee, and back. Let's just go for 10. Stay with your breath. This is where it counts. 9, 8. We're twisting for 7. This is 6, 5, 4, stay with me, 3, I know you can, 2, my balance, on 1, come back to your lunge, step the feet together, take a shake, take a dance. Whoa. We deserve this tense. Punch the glute, and we are adding on from this lunge. I know, it can't get any worse, but somehow it does. So hands are going to come to your hips this time. I'm going to lift your left heel. Can you find, your right heel, can you find a squat? And then can you step back to a lunge? Squat and lunge. I know what you're thinking. My left leg is sore. Guess what? Mine is too. So we're here as friends, doing it together, keeping each other accountable. Remember why you pressed play and what brought you to your mat. It's going to get you through these little moments because we're here for 5, 4, 3, let's go 2. We are staying in your lunge on 1, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, stay with me, 6, 5, 4, there's no surprises with the legs, 3, 2, on 1, hold. Bring the hands down, plant the right foot down, lift the left leg to the sky, and then lower it back down. Now we're going to keep the left toe pointing to the ground. We're going to lift to the sky and then lower. Can you really ground down into your palms? A little bit of a different move today, funky move. And think about length. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now if you start to slip on your mat, sometimes that happens, you're a bit sweaty, start to bend the fingertips a little bit like you're cupping the mat. Just for 5, 4, let's go 3. Can you hold up in 2? Now hold your left leg up on 1, little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, we take a break in 5, 4, I missed 6 for you, 3, 2, on 1, bring your left foot down, drop the knees, bring the knees out wide, and take a child's pose. Well deserved. Let it all become heavy. Take a deep breath in, and let it go with a breath out. Now we're going to be adding on a little bit more to this plank, so can you press into the palms? Can you start to tuck the toes? And find your high plank. Now, press into the palms as much as you can. Can you think about just lifting the left leg and then tapping it back down? Just the left leg. Lift to the sky and back. Now, aiming for your left leg to come in line with your hip. For 5, let's go 4. Final 3, 2, we have a surprise on 1. Can you pull it into the chest, and long. Into the chest and long. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Press the heels back for your downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet, left to right. And we're gonna walk the feet all the way back to the hands and do the other side. Get excited. Mentally start to prepare. So you walk your hands back towards your feet, or your feet to your hands, and slowly rolling up through the spine. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. Take your time just to ground, to reset. And then inhale, bring the hands all the way high. Exhale, the hands come through heart center. Now this time we're working through the right leg, so the left leg is going to step back for your lunge. Start to bend both knees, and then extend. Bend both knees, and extend. A little hot tip is to smile. I like to smile when I'm really struggling. You might like to frown, you might like to think of a happy place, but find something that really helps you in these moments. You want to give up, because when you push through discomfort, not pain, when you push through discomfort, that's where you see the change. Now remember, we add the layer, so if you're coming with me, we're here in 5. Twisting to the right in 4. Let's go 3. Final 2. Can you stay low on 1? We twist. Say hello to the right. Come back. Lengthen the legs. Come down. Twist. Back and up. Keep grounding down into your right heel, keeping the left heel lifted. Now we're here for 5. Let's go 4. Final 3. The last 2. On 1, can you stay low but come back to center? Hands are coming behind the head. Now we're going to extend forward. Left leg is lengthening, and then left leg bends. So tipping your weight forward, peeping over the mat, and then back, keeping the hips under the shoulders. Reach forward, restack. Reach forward, and restack. Let the right toes wiggle a little bit. They're invited to this dance party. They also want some action, but keep the heel heavy. Now we're here for 5. This is 4. We're tapping forward in 3. Let's go 2. Now on 1, keep all of your weight onto your right heel as much as you can. Lift the back heel. We're going to tap in, and then we're going to tap out. Tap in, tap out. The lighter you can become on your left leg, the more the right leg works. However, we have already worked a lot, so if you just want to be slower, but be intentional with your placement of the foot. Ready for 5. This is 4. Holding back in 3. Let's go 2. Holding back on 1. Come back to your lunge. Take a full breath in. Now as you exhale, twist to the right knee. Come back to center. So left elbow, twist to the right knee. Back to center. Send some love to your right glute. Remember, you're so strong, and we're here for 6. You can do anything that you put your mind to. 4, 3, let's go 2, on 1, come all the way back up, step the feet, take a moment. Now hands are going to come back behind the head, or behind the hips, behind the back, whatever feels good. Can you lift the left heel? We're going to find a squat, and we're going to step back to a lunge, really slow and controlled, lifting the left heel both directions, so up, and then as you step together, keep the heel lifted. Heavy breathing is okay. Just remember to come back to your internal space. Feel this in the body and let that feeling soak in. We're here for 5. We're finding your lunge pulses. Now there are no surprises now. This is 3. Let's go 2. Check in with how you're feeling on 1. Can you stay in your lunge? Little pulses up and down. Get into the right glute. Maybe give it some love. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. Plant the hands down first. Really press the left toes into the mat and then lift the right leg to the sky. We're going to come down, we're going to lift. So the leg is long. Right leg lifts, right leg lowers. Right leg lifts, right leg lowers. Keep grounding down into the palms and the left ball of the foot. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, holding for your pulses, nearly slipped on 1, little pulses, up and back. Every day in Bali is like a hot Pilates class. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, bring the right foot down, drop the knees, untuck the toes, and take a child's pose. If you prefer to take a puppy pose, feel free. Hands come higher, and then just send the hips higher. So the chest can melt, armpits can melt, releasing through the lower back here. We are doing a little bit more of the plank work, which you've already done, so I know you can do it again. And then pinky promise on your back. So, can you find your plank and hold? Really ground down to the palms and lift the shoulder blades to the sky. We're going to lift the right leg and lower. Lift and lower. Just in line with your hip for 5. Let's go 4, 3. We're holding into, holding it up on 1. Pull it in and long. Pull it in and shoot it long. We are off your wrists in 5, 4, 3. Let's go 2. On 1, step back, child's pose, and relax. A little bit more core, and then we're done. I feel like I say that every class, but I love finishing with core. It's a nice way to close the practice. So start to roll all the way back up over your hips, and then just take a seat onto your bottom, extending your legs nice and long in front of you. Now we're going to be adding on from what we did at the start of the practice. This time your legs are long, you can point or flex the toes, but start to think about really sitting heavy into your hips. Hands come in front of you, tucking the chin to the chest. You're going to roll only halfway, like we did before. Hold. Exhale, you pull yourself back up, restack. Tuck the chin to the chest, rolling down halfway where you feel shaky. Hold, and then come back up. Now we're not finding full roll downs today, you're welcome. So, keeping a lot of the tension in through the belly to finish off really strong. We are though going to start to add the arms, so can you hold down, lift the arms overhead, come back through center, restack through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest, roll down halfway. Exhale, lift the arms. Inhale back, and roll, exhale, restack. Coming down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, restacking through the spine. Now over time, can you start to play around with how low you're going? Maybe you start to deepen through the shape just a little bit. Doesn't have to be big. Or maybe you're thinking, Sheridan, you have asked a lot of me today and I'm just doing my best. And guess what? That is great. That is more than great. So stay there. Let's do 2 more here. Now on 1, you know what we're doing. We are holding and we are lifting the arms, so get excited. Hold on 1. We lift, exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now notice what happens to your lower belly. Can you really draw the belly in? Maybe the arms only come halfway. We're here for 5. Let's go 4. 3, we are pulsing to finish. In 2. On 1, bring the hands back in line with the shoulders and we're reaching, tiny reaches towards the happiest place, which is the stretch. In 10. 9, you are so close. 8, 7, keep drawing everything up and in. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, open the legs, take a forward fold, and just let everything settle. Full breath in, and full breath out. Coming all the way up, I'm just going to face you, you can stay where you are. Can you extend your right leg forward and hug your left foot into the inner thigh of the right. Bring both hands to the sky. And then can you just drop the hands down by your sides, softening the shoulders. Start to twist yourself to your right leg. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Hands can frame the right leg, or if you have the access today, it can come over the right toes. Inviting your awareness back to the mat. Letting go of any of the outside world and distractions. Acknowledging what comes up for you. Any thoughts, any feelings, as you become a little bit deeper with your breath. One more full breath in, and staying as you breathe out. Plant the hands down onto the mat, and you start to straighten the arms as you inhale, walking the hands back. And we're just going to switcheroo, so right leg is bent, left leg is long. Bring both hands to the sky as you breathe in, and let the hands fall down by their side as you breathe out, lengthening through the sides of the neck, and start to twist yourself over your left foot. Walking your hands down as you forward fold, breathing out. Maybe this side feels different, maybe you have a little bit more access, maybe you have less. Remember to treat each side of your body with love and compassion, and most importantly, without any comparison or judgment. Being in this moment with your breath, creating more space with each exhale. One more full breath in. As you breathe out, release the hands down to the earth. Start to press yourself up and finding your position. It could be both legs out long. It might be a butterfly stretch that can feel quite nice. Might be cross-legged. Whatever it is, just allow things to be heavy, floppy. Bring the hands by your side or onto the knees. And start to tuck the chin to the chest or slightly soften the eye gaze. Using this time to close your practice and to set yourself up for the rest of your day. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of your belly. Perhaps you start to hold on to this feeling. Whatever it is, I'm so proud of you for showing up, for moving, for pressing play, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow, or I'll see you next time when we move together. Mwah!